I did not know that Croatia could look like this. Welcome to Rastoke, a tiny village where waterfalls flow between houses, under bridges and right through people's backyards. Most people rush straight past here to get to Plitvice Lakes, but we decided to stop, and honestly this place feels like a fairy tale. Right here, one river divides into dozens of little streams before joining the Croatia River, and in the process it creates over 30 waterfalls right inside the village. Sit up with your sis. Cheese! What's behind you? And an epic waterfall village. I love that you can just sit at this restaurant right above the waterfall. How about that? Do you want to go there for dinner tonight? The first records of Rastoke date back to the 1600s, and the waterfalls weren't just pretty, they powered watermills. In fact, at one point there were more than 20 mills running here, grinding grain for the local communities. This is so unique, eh? Like, I've never seen anything like this before. The mills were the heartbeat of the community, and the rivers provided their food, especially trout, which is still a local specialty today. Do you think we should get one? Add it to our magnet collection? I just love that there's just water just trickling everywhere. So there's dozens of waterfalls scattered around the village, and that's why sometimes people call this Little Plitvice. The turquoise cascades and rocks are similar to those that are at the national park. I do love seeing all these little houses perched above the waterfalls, because you realize this isn't just a tourist attraction or museum or something. It's actually someone's everyday life, with families and gardens and people just going about their day like it's normal. Girls, go steady. That one's probably going to take the cake for where we're going to go for dinner later. Want to get some trout from there?
I'll go hand catch the trout.
I think they could do it for you. So there's one section of the village that you can go into. It's called the Sloven Unique, and you can actually pay to get into the back part of the village so you can see more waterfalls. There's also like a fairy garden and stuff there too. And we got our maps and our tickets. €18. This is the old mill.
I think I love it.
Classic Mila.
That must be a water separator.
Don't raise the dam. How cool is that? That means if you move this, it'll move the water. We might all flood. Traditional washer. So if you didn't know this area was here, I don't think you'd find it very easily, because we honestly were about to walk past and then I was like, wait, I think there's a fairy garden somewhere. So I had a quick little Google, because it does look just like it's kind of someone's backyard that you wouldn't want to go into. And I think it's worth the money because you get to see the inside of the village, which is really special. It's a fairy! Wow. How pretty is this? Best day ever. What I really love about this village is that it's so easy to explore with the kids because it's so small, the footpaths are easy to follow, and the fact that there's waterfalls everywhere is really engaging for them. They're really excited to keep exploring, which is really helpful when you've got little toddlers that are a little bit slow to walk sometimes. For example, this little one back here. Come on. Do you think we're going to find some fairies down here? That's where the fairies live, guys. They've got their own sheep and cows.
And bushes.
Bushes and footpaths. It would have been good to find this a little bit earlier, because the kids would have loved to spend a lot of time here. There's also this really big green open grass area where they could have played. Whoa! Ta-ta-da-da!
I feel so scared. I love this place. It's amazing.
That's good. Sally, are you hitching a ride?
Mommy.
Fairies have been here a little while, I think. They're a little bit old and sad looking, these fairies. I found a fairy house.
Fairies live in that house.
I think so, sweetie.
Real fairies.
There's a meowsing.
Yeah, it was just a cool war.
Yeah.
So fairies.
Rastoke is often overlooked, but it is honestly one of the most unique villages that we've ever visited. And spending the night here meant we could enjoy it in peace before the day trippers have arrived, because it does get quite busy in the middle of the day, as most touristy places do. And as incredible as this little village is, it is just the beginning. Because only 30 minutes from here lies one of the world's most famous national parks, and that is Plitvice Lakes. And trust me, it's even better than you imagine.
It's beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Mommy can live in there.
I think she could.
I think she definitely can, because it's way too shallow for a mermaid.
That's so cute.
How do I have to hold it?
You might have seen photos of this place before, but honestly, nothing prepares you for seeing it in real life. The water is so blue, it almost looks fake. And everywhere you turn, waterfalls tumble from one lake into another. And it just feels like stepping into another world. It's so beautiful. Wow, it's so clear. You see a fish? They're so little.
So happy they have more space to get wet.
Wow, that's so pretty, isn't it?
And I'm walking on water. But I'm not getting cold. So we will be like that.
You'll get cold if you fall in though.
Oh, that is way too cute. Is it cute?
Is it way too cute? Plitvice is Croatia's oldest and largest national park, and it's been protected since 1949. It was one of the very first natural places to be listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site back in 1979. And when you see it, you understand why. The park is made up of 16 terraced lakes, all connected by a series of waterfalls and cascades. The lakes are constantly changing shape too. The water deposits limestone and creates new natural dams, so the waterfalls are literally alive and shifting over time. That's pretty cool.
It looks just beautiful.
Cheers.
Yeah, I can hear that.
That sunshine is nice. Do you like it here, Mila?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, hey?
Beautiful.
Do you think the fairies would live here?
Maybe. So happy we gotta go here.
I know, it's a beautiful place.
I don't know why I like this walking park today.
Because it's fun and it's so different.
Yeah, and it looks so beautiful.
You've never walked on something like this.
Yeah. It's so sparkly, the water.
It is.
So beautiful.
The lakes change between turquoise, emerald and deep blue, and it's not just a trick of the light. The water here is full of dissolved minerals, and when the sunlight hits it, it scatters and creates those beautiful bright colours. Combine that with how clear the water is, and you can see every fish swimming beneath the water. We found the big boy. You see the big fish? Yeah, lots of big ones there. The park is usually split into two sections. They've got the lower lakes and the upper lakes. The lower lakes are dramatic with high cliffs and the tallest waterfall in Croatia, which plunges 78 metres down. And then the upper lakes are actually a lot more calm and they're more spread out. They're surrounded by dense forests with smaller cascades trickling through lush greenery. And it's a completely different atmosphere, whichever side you choose. There are two separate entrances, so when you want to arrive here, you're going to want to know what entrance to come to first. We parked at entrance 1 and we started the program C, and when you arrive here that will make more sense to you. And the best way to explore here is by walking along the wooden boardwalks. It feels like you're floating on water half the time. You can also take a boat ride along the biggest lake here, and it gives you a really good perspective of just how big this place is. And that's actually where we're heading right now. The boat ride across the lake was so beautiful and peaceful. And I actually can't get over the fact that there are so many people out here early this morning. So the park opens at 7 and we arrived at 8 o'clock thinking would be a lot of the traffic. But when we got here, it was already so busy. So I'm really glad that we came when we did, because I don't think I'd want to be trying to beat the traffic on these boardwalks in the middle of the day. The forests around the lakes are home to some of Europe's rarest animals: bears, wolves, and even lynx. You probably won't see them while walking the trails, but knowing that they're here adds to the magic. And it just feels like the whole ecosystem is thriving around you. And you'll want to plan at least 4 to 6 hours here in Plitvice Lakes. That gives you the chance to see the upper and lower lakes without rushing. You'll get to do the boat ride, and you'll also be able to take the shuttle at the end of the path. Plitvice is one of those places that just lives up to the hype. The colours, the waterfalls, and the sheer scale of it. And it honestly doesn't feel real until you're standing here, hearing the water and walking above it. This is just incredible, isn't it? I feel like I've just stepped into just the most incredible movie scene.
On another planet, they discovered
Yeah, it is otherworldly. How's these views, Callie? Bad? Callie, these might be the best views you've ever had.
I got fun.
Double thumbs up? Me too. I think it's a thumbs up. She still thinks bad. Callie. I think she's just tricking because she's a bit hungry. She's getting hangry. Sometimes when you're walking around here, it feels like you're in some sort of incredible nature documentary. Just everywhere you look around is so beautiful. Today was apparently meant to be really cloudy, and we've just been blessed with the most beautiful blue sky. And I'm very grateful for that because it makes the water shine even more when the sunlight hits it. So before coming here, I read a lot of blog posts about the place just to learn a little bit more before we came. And a lot of people actually said they prefer the lower lakes. But since arriving and being able to see both of them, I actually prefer the upper lakes. The lower lakes are really stunning and they're really close to you, so you can see them all really well. But the upper lakes are really spread out and it feels more natural walking around them. And it just feels so beautiful because they're so huge. But you will have to come here and see for yourself which one you prefer. And honestly, they're both beautiful, so you should come and see both. Something that I've loved about this walk is that you get to experience the beauty and the views the entire time. And that's one of my favorite things, because it's not just a quick moment of like conquering the mountain and getting the epic views, because it's just the whole time you're walking around, and that's for hours. And it's just been stunning everywhere we're going. Paired with Rastoke, this part of Croatia has completely surprised us. Croatia is usually known for its islands and coastline, but inland it hides these fairy tale landscapes. But I do really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions about our day, make sure you just leave a comment below and I'll reply to you there. And if you want to see what we get up to next here in Croatia, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll see us again next week. Thank you so much for watching, guys.